When you see the whole world shaking and you feel your heart is breaking, take my hand, no hesitating. Oh, 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 oh. When you're just so tired of trying, all alone you feel like hiding. Together we'll keep fighting. There's no stopping us. Hold on, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Don't stop now. Hold on, we're gonna make it. We're gonna mountains too high we can climb it. Feelings we'll take in the moment. There's no stopping us. Hold on, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Can you see the sun is shining like a new hope? Feel it rising, coming over the horizon. There's no stopping us. Hold on, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Don't stop now. Hold on, we're gonna make it. We're gonna mountains too high we can climb it. Feelings we'll take in the moment. There's no stopping us. Hold on, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Don't you give up, don't you give up on me. Don't you give up, don't you give up now. Don't you give up, don't you give up on me. Don't you give up, don't you give up now. Don't you give up, don't you give up on me. Don't you give up, don't you give up now. Don't you give up, don't you give up on me. Don't you give up, don't you give up now. There's no stopping.
In the spirit of love and togetherness, we extend our warmest wishes for a Merry Christmas and a joyous New Year.
Okay, I think we're live now. So it's December 23rd. It's the eve of Christmas Eve, and I'm doing my show. The last couple of weekends, believe me, I've been so busy, and I'm sorry I haven't done a podcast in about 2 weeks. But between the holidays and business and doing things for my church, I've been very busy. The Advent and Christmas is busy, and I want to have a show before Christmas, and I want to do one for prior to New Year's Eve. I'd like to get it actually done next Saturday to talk about the upcoming New Year. But I'm Chris Gajulo. I have my weekly podcast, and I have my blog, Real Estate with Mr. G, and I give you up-to-date information on the real estate market and mortgages. And I can help you find or sell a home anywhere within the United States of America. Okay. And that's through Realty Connect LLC. I am a licensed referral specialist with them. And also, I still have my associate broker's license. I'm actually also a real estate instructor too. So I do all these wonderful things. Here's my address down here if you want to look for a home or list a home anywhere in the United States. And basically, um, you go onto the website and you put down where you want to purchase or where you want to list or both, and then you will be greeted by 3 top agents in that area that will do the listing and showing up homes for you. I could still talk to you. I still could give you consultation, but the actual showing and listing will be done with these agents that are part of the Realty Connect network. Okay, so it's really good. It's really good. It's a good program. I think with the changes within the real estate industry, it's a good thing because you're dealing just now with top agents. There's predictions that a lot of other agents will be leaving the real estate industry because of the changes in the commission schedules. Some things which I think were really good that came out of the judgment with the National Association of Realtors. But that's a whole other podcast. But anyway, let me give you an idea. I'm going to show you a little video on Realty Connect and how it works. Really, really good.
Imagine hiring someone for a job without an interview. That's how most people pick a real estate agent. Unfortunately, most people don't find out what kind of agent they have until they're already in the middle of a transaction. But how do you find a great agent before making a move? Realty Connect is an invite-only network of the top 5% of all real estate agents in the country. Our free, easy-to-use online service helps you find the right agent for the job. Here's how it works. At Realty Connect, we analyze historical data from millions of real estate transactions and past client reviews to objectively determine which agents are good in a given area. Then we grade each agent on their skills, experience, reputation, knowledge, and communication. Extraordinary agents that score 95% or higher are invited into our network. This comprehensive vetting process allows us to recommend 3 top local agents that will be a good fit for a buyer or seller based on the client's unique needs and the skills and strengths of the agent. Just provide us with some basic information about you and your real estate goals. Once received, we'll match you with 3 top-rated agents that specialize in your market. Evaluate each agent and decide who you like best without any pressure or obligation. We make finding the perfect agent fast and easy, but the best part is our service is 100% free. That's right, none of our services will cost you a penny. We felt the best way to find a real estate professional, and it works by matching you with top-rated agents based on their skills and strengths. Our nationwide network allows us to serve every zip code in the U.S., so whether you're moving across the country or just moving across town, if you're buying or selling a home, let Realty Connect help you find an extraordinary agent today.
So I hope that really broke it down and made it pretty clear to understand how Realty Connect LLC works. And again, you're dealing with top established agents who are full-time, who've made the full commitment within the real estate industry. And I think that's a good thing that you're dealing with, especially where now there's a chance that buyers have to pay their commission to their buyer's agent. Well, the commission that's earned by the buyer's agent, you have to pay it. In the past, it was paid from the proceeds of the sale of the home. And usually it was 6%. Typically, doesn't have to be 6%. And then 3% went to the buyer's agent, and 3% went to, well, actually to to the real estate company of the buyer's agent and the real estate company of the listing agent. And buyers were saying, well, why? Sellers were saying, well, why do I have to pay for the buyer's agent and what they've done? And so there's been changes to it. And I mean, some agents I've talked to said it's still the same, but it's not really the same. Okay. And you can push. I heard some agents say, well, if you're not going to pay it out, forget it. You're not going to sell your house. And it's just going to end up having problems with that, with stating that. So that's going to be some issues. So this is all pretty brand new. And there's going to be feedback and reflection upon what's been happening, and we're going to learn more. But I think Realty Connect LLC, it's a great thing. And again, you're getting like 2 agents for the price of 1. And by the way, there's no additional cost, right? It's not if you use my service, well, you're going to have to pay for it, whether you're listing. It's not an extra point or whatever. Whatever is negotiated as a commission, I get a portion of that as a referral fee. So it's not any extra money. Okay? That's a good thing, right? All right. So let's see. What are we going to talk about today? And I think our topic question is coming in from Jeremiah, and he's going to let us know what we're going to discuss today.
Mr. G, I was wondering what needs to happen for home prices to come down. I really want to purchase in the new year, and I am hoping that prices will come down in 2025. In your great wisdom, any insight on this topic would be most appreciated. I watch your video podcast every week with my wife, children, friends, and find them very informative and fun. Keep it going strong in the new year. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Thank you, Jeremy. That was very nice. Merry Christmas to you and your family as well. Your tape got a little cut off from the beginning, but you want to know why, what's going to take for these exuberant home prices to come down. So let's discuss that today. And this is an article that was on my blog. Actually, it was the week before, because I really thought, I usually pick an article from my blog that was within that week. This was the week before, because it's a really good topic. It's different. And I chose this one because it's a question that's on a lot of people's mind. And what's going to happen? I mean, what will it take for these home prices to come down? So the question is, first, you might be wondering if home prices are going to crash. And believe it or not, some people might even be hoping this happens so they can finally purchase a more affordable home. But experts agree that's not what's in the cards, and here's why. And I'm going to tell you right now, as the economy goes strong, and it is going strong, okay? And it was part of the Biden administration. We have to give them credit for that. But the economy is strong. The stock market is up. We have a problem with inflation, okay? But there's a lot of factors involved with inflation, why it's so high. But besides the inflation, if you look at the strength of the job market, if you look at the strength of the stock market, it's very, very strong. So people who are looking to purchase, say, what drives up prices? Well, what drives up prices is a very simple, it's economics 101. Prices depend on supply and demand. And as the strength of the buyer side is there are more buyers out there, but our supply, right, is low, prices increase, okay? So there are more people looking to buy than there is inventory out there. Now, what's not covered in the article, you say, well, how come there's not enough inventory? We're over the pandemic. People were afraid to move during the pandemic, so they'll wait it. But it all focuses to mortgages, right? Because a lot of people who purchase their mortgages, um, who purchased their home with their mortgages, some of them got it at 3%, maybe some got the mortgage rate even lower than 6%. And actually, this week, the mortgage rates went up again. They're getting closer to 7. So existing homeowners are saying, well, I have a home, I've got a great mortgage rate on it. I want to move up to a larger home, but it's going to cost a lot more money because the home prices are high. And plus, the mortgage rate is more than double than when I purchased my other home. So why should I have this big expense right now? So according to the latest estimates, the U.S. is facing a housing shortfall of several million homes. That means there are far more people looking to buy, demand, when than there are homes for sale, supply. Basic Economics 101. That mismatch is the key reason why prices won't fall at the national level. And as David Shoulders, president of Keeping Current Matters, puts it, the main driving force on pricing is the limited amount of inventory in most markets across the country. That issue is not going to be solved overnight or in the next 12 months. So the next question is, well, how did we get there? So for the last 15 years, home builders haven't been building enough homes to keep up with buyer demand. After the 2008 housing crisis, home building slowed significantly, and it's only recently started to recover. And we look at this beautiful graph below, okay? Prior to 2008, we see a lot of units being built. All right, we have then the real estate crash, and it starts to drop. All right, and now let's say from 2015 onward, it's been slowly building up, but it's still, if I could draw a line across this way, it's still not at the levels that it was in the prior years. So even with new construction on the rise over the past few years, builders are playing catch up. And according to the American Progressing.org, they're still not even keeping up with today's demand, let alone making up for years of underbuilding. So because of this situation, home prices will remain steady or increased in most areas. So what about 2025? So here's the forecast of to the 2025 home price forecast, percent appreciation as of 12/5/24. Depending on the reporting company, most of them are above. They're in the positive territory. We have one Moody's analysis that has it at a negative 0.4. But it's most important to note home prices vary by market. What happens nationally might not reflect exactly what's happening in your area. In your local market, if your local market has more inventory, available prices could grow more slowly or even decline slightly. But in areas where inventory remains tight, prices will keep climbing. And that's what's happening throughout most of the country. That's why it's crucial to work with a local real estate expert who understands your market and can explain what's going on the next level. So if you're still wondering what it'll take to bring prices come down, it all goes back to the supply and demand. Very, very basic. With inventory still limited in most markets, prices are likely to remain steady or rise. All right. So if you're in an area where you see a lot of construction going on um, and adding to inventory, hopefully that will help regulate prices. We'll see what happens in the new year. President Trump wants to build homes on federal lands. I have to research that further because federal lands, it's a whole spectrum of things. It could be parks, it could areas where they're preserving wildlife, um, and if he's going into this, I'm going to call it the virgin land area where there hasn't been any construction. How far are you going to be away from supermarkets, shopping malls, hospitals, schools? Um, I'm kind of skeptical if that would work. So we'll see what happens in 2025, and that's really what I want to talk about next week, and next week's show, where we're going for the real estate industry and for mortgage rates in 2025. All right, let's hide that from the stream, and let's show you a nice video that kind of like ties all of this together, what we just discussed. Well, actually, this one is going to be the truth about the down payments. So when you're ready to purchase, this will help you. So basically, talk to your mortgage loan officer, see what programs are out there. Some programs are specific to your area. There might be certain grant programs that help you with down payment assistance. There's first-time homebuyer programs that we have in Virginia. So there's a bunch of things that could help you with your down payment. So speak to your mortgage loan officer. And by the way, that's the first person you should speak to before you start your whole real estate process to see if you're ready to buy. You might have to work on some items on your credit report before you could be approved. And even if you are approved, you want to know exactly what your price range is. Maybe you shouldn't go over $250,000, and you got a bunch of homes in the $300,000 range that you want to view. So that's not a good thing. All right. Now, the other thing I want to say is that we have just updated. We have now the things to consider when buying a home, the Winter 2025 edition, just hot off the presses, and also the things to consider when selling your house. A wonderful guide that if you go to, and let me get this up here. Real estate with Mr. G.blog/resource-materials. You could download that or both guides for free. And you read it, and then you contact me, or you go to my website, realestatewithmrg.us, enter your information, and we'll either find your home or list your home or do both throughout the United States of America. Well, that's our show for tonight. And if I did everything correctly, there will be a Santa Claus coming up here, and he's going to wave and then get ready to go in his sleigh and get ready to deliver toys for our good boys and girls. So thank you, Santa. Have a safe trip. And I'm going to end tonight with a video I put together for our service at my church on Christmas Eve, and it's called the Donkey Carol. It's based upon, well, the music is from the Donkey Carol by the composer John Rutter, and I made a little video to accompany the text. So I hope you enjoy it, and again, I hope you all have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. And I do want to have a show before the New Year to talk about what we're expecting in the New Year. So again, be well, and always remember the greatest power we have is to love, and the greatest gift, each other. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I'll see you next week.